day everyone, I am Rhea Belyaza and for this session, I am going to discuss about business logic, industrial psychology. In order for us to fully understand what is business logic, industrial psychology, we must first define the following terms. What is business? A business is an organization or economic system where goods and services are exchanged for one another or for money. What about logic? Logic is the study of virtue in argument, where an argument is considered virtuous when it helps us to get to the truth. It is a science and art of correct thinking. Psychology is the science of behavior and mental processes. Industrial is a broad term to describe all aspects of industry or a company engaged in industry through the manufacture of products such as industrial workers or industrial pollution. Therefore, industrial psychology is the application of the methods, facts, and principles of the science of behavior and mental processes to people at work. What is the importance of business logic, industrial psychology? Practices or principles are for the benefit of the employees and the organization they serve, as well as in society that they are part of. Psychology as applied to the world of work serves the masters, the individual, and the organization. It cannot benefit one without benefiting the others. The list of contributions of IB to daily living, both on and off the job, is a long one. Let us now discuss the method of business logic, industrial psychology. The method of business logic is inference based on observed behavior of people at work objectively, dispassionately, and systematically. This is how industrial psychologists function. They observe the behavior of the worker on an assembly line, the secretary at a desk, or the executive at a meeting under well-controlled and systematic conditions. They record the person's behavioral responses, the number of parts produced each hour, the number of words typed per minute, the quantity and quality of decisions made. They vary the conditions under which the job is performed and look for any resulting differences in performance. They use these and other techniques to seek a better understanding of human behavior, but overall, the essence of the scientific method is simply that psychologists observe. Their goal is to look, listen, measure, and record with objectivity, precision, and dispassion. Let us now find out what are the practical values of industrial psychology. The services of industrial psychologists are utilized by so many organizations of different types and sizes for one very good reason: they more than pay for themselves in terms of reduced costs. Industrial psychologists add directly to an organization's profits. One psychologist refers to this as our contribution to the bottom line. He discusses examples in 4 areas: absenteeism, turnover, job satisfaction, and personal selection. So let us now talk about how these industrial psychologists are trained and employed. Here are the following requirements for industrial psychologists training. Industrial psychologists are first psychologists. The 4 years devoted to an undergraduate degree in psychology are not at all sufficient to qualify one as an industrial psychologist because it carries no professional recognition. The minimal requirement is an MA or MS degree. Unusual and outstanding professional accomplishment may result to being nominated to the status of a fellow by APA. Industrial psychologists have higher salaries than any other group of psychologists. So let us now proceed to the employment of industrial psychologists. A survey of personal administrators revealed that they believe industrial psychologists make important contributions in the following areas: management training, employee motivation, moral and job satisfaction, management selection, employee training, productivity performance appraisal, employee selection, designing organizational structure. Most psychologists who work full-time in industry are employed by large organizations of practically every type of business operation, whether insurance, manufacturing, advertising, retailing, and so on. Many smaller organizations cannot afford a full-time psychologist and must rely on the services of consulting firms whenever they are faced with problems requiring an industrial psychologist. These consulting organizations operate on a contract basis and perform activities such as assessing candidates for employment, setting up a training program, conducting a study on consumer acceptance of a new product, or finding out why production is slipping. The practice of industrial psychology is of enormous benefit to employee. When the right person is matched with the right job and when work is meaningful and satisfying, everyone benefits. So that would be all for today. Thank you for watching.